Happy Saturday night. Jermaine says, I think Locke is here for another year. Definitely possible. Obviously, Locke
Mm-hmm.
currently is the only quarterback on the Broncos under contract for next season. So definitely a chance Locke is here. I think that Locke in an offense where the first read is open more often, hopefully, with Nathaniel Hackett coming from that uh, Shanahan LaFleur type of tree, that the first read would be open. Maybe you could see Locke be a little bit better in this game than Shermer, but who knows, man? It's the offseason. Doesn't sound like Peyton has been full out endorsing Locke like we had a year ago, but Locke is still here. He's still got upside. He's still cost control. He's still young. So there's still a chance that Locke is here next year. There's still a chance that Locke could be the starter next year.
You're exactly right. And if you're George Payton, you've got to have a contingency plan. You've got to figure out if something goes wrong and a team pulls out of a trade, whether that be a Green Bay, a Seattle, you name it, Houston, just for argument's sake. And no, I'm not hearing anything about Houston or Seattle, but it's just one of those things where it's like, if something goes wrong, who do you have? I don't think that George Payton really wants Teddy Bridgewater at a very high rate for being an NFL starter. So I encourage everybody to go to milehighhuddle.com where one of our who grabbed that article? Do you remember? Was it you? You've been writing up a storm.
I think it was Zach.
Okay, Zach grabbed an article, and it's a really good piece, kind of detailing what a Bridgewater reunion could be like with the Broncos. And do you go into it and start to wonder is there going to be another competition again between Drew Lock and Teddy? And I would say absolutely not. It's going to be one or the other. It's more than likely going to be Drew. Green Bay, they don't have any interest in Drew Lock, in my opinion, based off of some things that I've heard. That's not to say that other teams don't have interest in Drew Lock, and I guess that's worth exploring, but you've got to figure it out. Are you going to bring in a free agent quarterback and try to deal for one? That sounds really, really expensive, and it doesn't sound like George Payton.